Test, test. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Did it come back?
Nope.
Okay. And welcome everybody to opening night of the 2026 Seiling High School football season. Wildcats are going to take on Shattuck Indians, and we're about ready for the national anthem. And we're going to turn it over to the PA announcer for the national anthem.
I'm with Wildcat TV here today with.
Striker Warman.
This Friday, the season kicks off at home. How are the boys feeling about this first matchup?
Good. I think everybody's prepared well. We've been in the film a lot. Everybody's doing their job right and getting it done. So, looking good so far.
All summer long, the team put in the effort on the field and in the weight room. What do you all feel like y'all's best potential is?
So far, we've been really good about communicating. Last year, we obviously won a state championship, but we didn't have great communication skills. And this year, I feel like our communication's been really good, and I feel like it give us a better chance of succeeding in what we do, even without some of the athletes we have from last year.
How does the team combat the negativity about not living up to last year's team expectations?
Just push it one year to the other. We're not really worried about other people's things. We just kind of want to do our own thing this year, try to be the best we can be, and see as far as we can get.
What is the best and most challenging thing about being quarterback?
At quarterback, I have to know what everybody else has to do. But the best part is I get to help lead my guys and put them in the right spots to succeed. And it's kind of the same way at safety, But it's just being able to help those guys and kind of guide them the right way.
With your injury late last season, how does it feel coming back now 100%?
The injury, with it being the second time, it was kind of almost devastating, but being able to come back this year 100%, got to play some baseball. It feels really good, it feels better than it was before, and I'm really excited to get back on it and see what I can do with it.
Who is your number one supporter?
My number one supporter is probably my mom. No matter what, she's everything. Even like the scrimmage at Turpin, I didn't play much, but she showed up. She drove the 2.5 hours. She does just about everything for me. I can't really do wrong in her eyes, so she's probably my number one supporter.
Thank you so much.
Seiling Auto Supply is stocked with all the automotive, agriculture, and hardware parts and accessories that you need to stay on the job. Located on Main Street in Seiling, you can find all the top brands and even the extras like WeatherTech floor mats and ranch hand bumpers to name a few. Don't forget, we offer a free install with a purchase on most batteries and windshield wipers. Let us locate a part or accessory for you by calling 580-922-4287.
Got our audio issues figured out?
Now I think we have our audio issues figured out. That is user error on myself.
Let's see.
So it looks like it should be going through. Man, that's disappointing because we had a nice read during
That was
pregame.
a great
and
read. Yep.
we're ready to go, and then now all of a sudden it's gone. So, all right, we're ready. We're ready to go. Wildcats lead 8-0 after Striker Warman hit Kason Whetstone in the corner of the end zone. There's 9:38 to go here in the first quarter. And on the keeper is going to be Tegan Spillman, his sophomore quarterback.
That opening drive, if you missed it, we got to see Warman on the ground and several passes to Whetstone and Griffin to finally find Kason jumping real high to catch one in the back corner of the end zone. It was a great opening drive of the season.
So the first carry for Shattuck gives them almost 5 yards. Looks like Spillman is back, and he's going to hand off to number 15, Dodger Sloan. And Sloan is going to be brought down by Jackson Nichols. And I think Striker Warman was in there on the tackle as well.
What were you saying earlier before the audio issues about their coach coming back that had been there for a long time?
So Troy Bullard is the head coach for the Shattuck Indians, and he won many of those 14 state championships that Shattuck currently holds, and he after a couple years off, he's back at the helm. So it's going to be kept by Spillman. He's going to get around the corner and pick up the first down. Nichols with the tackle.
Hot pursuit on that play was Striker Warman and Landon Clayton, but Nichols ended up being the first one to bring him down.
Yeah, this is coming back, so Shattuck got the first down, but it is coming back on a hold. Referee on the near sideline threw his flag, and he immediately called it. So that's going to be marked off to the, where are we at here? 41?
Couple veterans on the defensive line for the Wildcats is Colin Howard and Kason Smart, and they're joined by Jackson Nichols and also
Case
Case
Peterson over there on the other side. In the corner on the near sideline is going to be Landon Clayton. Far sideline, Kason Whetstone. Warman is in the safety position. And that's just going to be thrown up and almost picked off by Whetstone.
He thought he had it. It wouldn't be hard to believe Kason would turn into a receiver there on defense.
One of the other linebackers to round out the Lucky Star defensive starting lineup is Kellen Briggs, sophomore, getting his first start. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 3. Warman is back to receive the punt. And good, decent punt. And a striker goes down. He makes the catch at about the
Gonna
17.
make one miss.
He's going to make
And
the
he
move,
does.
get up the sideline, and finally be brought down around the 28-yard line. So the Wildcats are going to take over their second series of the season. 7:51 to go here in the first quarter. Good defense. Good defensive stand to start the season. Let's see if the offense can continue. And if you didn't see on our post, if you have a Roku device or a Fire TV device, Squirtle does have an app on there as well. Now they just released it this week. This is going to be Landon Clayton's first carry as he's going to break a tackle.
Oh, wow.
He's going to bounce off a couple other guys and finally be brought
Great
down
run.
after he picks up the first down.
He was just weaving his way through traffic and seemed like he was very patient.
He's going to be down at the 48. Colby Miller is a freshman for the Indians. Finally brought him down. It's a good first run. And it's going to be Clayton's number yet again. He's going to bounce it in there. He's going to pick up a few yards. He's going to be across midfield to the 49.
At forward progress, they never did actually bring him down.
And so now we're going to see Keller Jones, I believe that's who just ran out there. And it is. Keller Jones is going to get his first opportunity in the backfield as Clayton's going to take a break. And Jones
out.
goes in motion. Warman's going to go deep. He does have Cason Whetstone, and it's a little overthrown. If he was able to drop that in there, that may have been another 6 for the Wildcats.
It looked like Cason was trying to find it, possibly a right sun thing there. He was in the vicinity. Still have Keller.
So Coach Caden Manuel sees something. He was waving his hands up and down. Striker's going to pull this back. He's going to
Again.
throw it up. He's got Whetstone wide open, and it's going to be a catch. Whetstone catches that just as he's going out of bounds. And he's going to get it to the 25, so the Wildcats almost in red zone yet again.
Great pass to a wide open Cason Whetstone.
Jones
Catches it in stride and runs out of bounds.
Jones to the left of Warman. And Warman's going to keep this, and he's going to just slip. He's still ultimately going to pick up a yard or two, but
It looked like he was going to pitch it.
Clayton back in now in the backfield. Warman in the pistol. That's going to
Nice
be a handoff
block.
to Clayton.
He didn't stick with the block, but great initial hit by Waylon Hewlett to open that up.
That's one thing the coaches saw in the scrimmage out of Turpin was the offensive line was doing a great job of opening some huge holes. And, last year the offensive line was kind of the one struggle the Wildcats had.
Yes.
A lot of holds. And, a lot of those guys have matured now already, and they're opening some huge holes here early on. I think we're going to get a false start here on the near sideline. It looks like Whetstone jumped just a little too early. So Whetstone's going to come off the field, and that's going to bring Lane Nichols on the field.
It's great to see all these personnel changes.
So Warman, since this guy in motion, he's going to hit. Looks like
Griffin.
Eli Griffin. I'm going to have to get used to some of these numbers. Good job by Eli Griffin to pull that in. And the Wildcats are officially in the red zone down to the 12-yard line. 5:40 to go here in the first quarter.
That deep pass seemed to open up things in the middle for us. Great route by Eli and catch. Good yardage.
Warman's going to hand off to Clayton. Clayton's going to make a couple moves. He's going to bounce off. He's going to be tough to bring down to see he gets more and more experience. We're already seeing it here early on, but ultimately Shattuck did corral him. He may lose a few inches on that play. And I think we may have, okay, he's back up. It's like we're going to have our first cramp of the night because you know we're going to start seeing them. So Warman, option keeper. He's going to pick up some yards. Looks like he's going to get to the 7. Wildcats can still get a first down. It looks like, I believe they can get to the 2. Maybe 2.5 is where the marker's at. So it's going to be a 5-yard gain for Warman. So 3rd and 5 coming up. 4:30 on the clock here in the first quarter. Warman takes a snap. He sees a hole. He's going to keep it, and he is in there for a Seiling Auto Supply Wildcat touchdown.
Great diving effort by Striker Warman.
Striker Warman with a 7-yard carry to give the Wildcats a 14-0 lead here in the first quarter. Let's see what Wildcats can tack on to right here. And Warman sees a hole. He's going to keep it. And that's 2 points. The Wildcats extend their lead 16-0, 4:22 in the first quarter. We're going to take a break. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
At the Seiling State Bank, we believe banking is more than just offering competitive products and rates. It's about knowing your name, understanding your needs, and making banking as convenient as possible. For over 100 years, the Pittman family and its employees have served Northwest Oklahoma. Come in and visit our friendly staff at both locations in Seiling and in Woodward and check out our online banking, mobile banking, and our ATM debit card services. Seiling State Bank, trusted for 5 generations, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And we're back. I'm sure this is kind of the way my day's been. Forgot to unmute us.
And we said some great stuff there.
We did. Charlie gave a good breakdown here of the first two series for the Wildcats. This was starting off for me the way my day started off stinking.
Yeah, it was kind of a stinking day.
Had a little skunk situation. So we're back. 3:22 to go here in the first quarter. 16-0. I'll just say this: I hope K101 did not take our. I hope K101 did not take our broadcast whenever we were muted, because I'll never hear that one down. So Spillman, quarterback, and I think we're going to get a jump, and it is going to be a false start on the Indians.
Case Smart and Case Peterson were indicating that early on that somebody moved in the middle there on Shattuck's front.
I forgot to unmute it. I forgot to unmute it. Yeah, my fault.
Thankful that she always tells us whenever we don't have sound.
So, yes, both times that we did not have sound, it's me that forgot to.
Get your head in the game.
Yeah, try to get football. It's been so easy doing softball. So,
yeah. Okay.
So Spillman's going to get around the corner as he
Clayton.
scrambles, and he's brought down by a whole destruction of Wildcats.
Yes, the Brothers of Destruction.
Nice shirt there.
Yeah, I wore the Brothers of Destruction shirt today because Stryker's mom had made a post on Facebook about looking forward to this season and tonight's opening game, and she talked about the Brothers of Destruction. I thought, well, I'm going to get that out. You know, it's a little tighter than it was last year. I can't believe it, but something's changed. I don't know, the detergent we're using or something.
Yeah, it's got to be that. The heat is shrinking the shirt.
That's what it is. Got to
heat.
stop washing them with heat.
So Shattuck's going to go for it here on 4th down, 4th and 2. Spillman takes a snap. Good rebound. Wildcats, are they going to get the stop?
Nice.
Colin Howard, Landon Clayton.
They came through quick.
I think we're going to say Kellen Briggs was also in on that tackle. So Wildcats get a turnover on downs, and they stop them right at midfield. 2:07 to go here in the first quarter. Wildcats can take the ball for the third time tonight. Wildcats lead 16-0. Keller Jones is going to go in motion. Warren takes the snap. He's going to hit Jones, and Jones is going to get back to the line of scrimmage and a little bit beyond and spins out on one. Good job by Keller Jones.
He danced on the sideline for about 5 more yards after that initial contact.
He's going to go at about the 43. So Keller Jones making the best of his first opportunity on the field for the Wildcats.
Certainly. Tiptoeing for yardage.
Jones to the right of Warman. Warman sends Griffin in motion. And I think they're going to get another false start on the Wildcats.
Whenever Griffin comes in motion, that's happened a couple times.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to get Griffin for that, or he said something to Whetstone as well, so it could be either or.
Number 7 here on the near side.
So Warman is going to be an option keeper. And he's going to barrel himself forward, and he's going to pick up.
Really close to a first down.
Yeah, he's going to pick up about 8 yards. Wildcat's going to be shy, maybe half a yard. We're going to say a full yard, so 3rd and 1.
See the patience that Warman exhibits whenever he starts out and he's just watching the play develop. That's that football mind that he has. He's played, I don't want to say every position, but many positions on the field.
Yeah, really has. He's been all over the place. So Warman is going to hand off to Jones, and Jones is going to pick up the first down.
Nice.
He's going to be brought down by Andrew Quisenberry, Jr.
Great cut there by Jones.
I mean, let's give credit where it's due so far. The offensive line has done an incredible job of opening up some holes. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the 35. I believe Clayton is back in. He is. So Mormon's going to go up the field,
Oh,
and I think we're going to
late
get an unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, that was way after the ball was thrown.
So Warman overthrows Peterson. Looks like maybe there's a little bit of miscommunication there, and then all of a sudden Peterson took a shot. That's going to be 15 yards and another first down.
And he's kind of gathering himself still. Man, what a shot. He was defenseless, looking the other way when he got hit.
Well, I think you hit the terminology on the head there. Defenseless receiver is exactly what Kaysen was there. So now the ball's in the red zone, 20-yard line. And Mormon's going to hand off to Clayton.
He's
Clayton,
got running
another hole.
room.
Looked like maybe there may have been a face mask there, but
It did look like it.
no call. So, but Clayton's going to pick up, we're going to say about 8.5 yards.
If he got 8.5 yards there, 3 of them were running backwards.
Yes, because he got, and like I said, face mask, he got spun around there pretty violently.
He did.
So Clayton again, he's going to bounce it outside, and this time he's going to be brought down behind the line by Quisenberry and Bodie Sloan.
Quisenberry kind of bear hugged him on that one.
I'm assuming Bodie is the younger brother of Dodger Sloan. Apparently, we've lost a 4-year-old.
He's fast.
My 4-year-old, not somebody else's. And that's going to be the end of the fourth quarter. Wildcats lead the Shattuck Indians here in the season opener. 16-0. We're going to take a break. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
Gorse Travel Plaza. More than your average gas station. They have everything you need to help you reach your destination. Take a break in the Truckers Lounge or visit our C-store for fuel and snacks. Or you can order fine cuisine and coffee from Delicioso.
And hey, before you leave, stop by our Sonic on your way out for a refreshing drink. We'll see you soon at Gorse Travel Plaza, located at 1093 Highway 270 in Seiling, Oklahoma.
Are you looking for a pattern for a new quilting project? Maybe some fabric for a project you are currently working on? How about screen printing and embroidery needs? These are just a few things the ladies at I Told You So can help you with. Visit the shop at 103 Dove Street in Chester, open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 4 and Saturday from 10 to 3, or give Connie and Mina a call at 580-764-3325. Proud sponsors of Seiling FFA and Wildcat Athletics.
And welcome back. I unmuted this time. We're ready to start the second quarter of the season opener between the Wildcats and the Shattuck Indians. We want to thank a few of our sponsors: Seiling Foods, Seiling Auto Supply, Elm Grove Community Church, Lucky Star Casino, Allen Ellis Construction, Gorse Travel Plaza, I Told You So, Hutchison Ford, Allegiant Land Services, Community State Bank of Canton, Lockwood Angus Farms and Ranch Toys, Wildcat Nutrition, Hedges Ag Services, Gore Exploration, Western Drug, T&W Machine and Supply, S&M Waterwell, one of our new premium sponsors, H2A Services, Seiling State Bank, and Kimball Ready Mix. Thank you to everyone who sponsored Wildcat TV this season. So Warman is going to take the snap, and he's going to see an opening, and he's going to pick up the first down.
That would have been hard to pass up when he dropped back and it was just completely open.
And I think, that's the one thing that just makes Stryker so scary at quarterback is, he can do it with his legs, but he can also do it with his arm. He sees things really well. Sometimes in 8-man, you got guys that, can't throw the ball all that well, but Stryker is definitely one of those guys who knows how to sling it. So Wildcats at about 7. Warren takes the snap, goes to his right. He's going to keep it, bounce off, and almost get the ball across the line of scrimmage. I think they're going to say he's down at the 1.
He gave that last stretch, didn't he? He was trying to get all that he could.
He's so shifty. And, again, you talked about his football IQ, and the way he sees the field. We're seeing that right here. So he's going to be under center this time. I think we're going to get a push. And it is. He's in there for a Seiling Auto Supply Wildcat touchdown. Striker Warman with a 1-yard carry to add 6 more points to the scoreboard. Make it 22-0 with 11:10 to go here in the second quarter. Let's see if the Wildcats can add 2 more. He's going to hand off to Keller Jones, and he's going to flip back to Warman, and Warman's going to go in there.
Whoa!
That's a 2-point conversion.
What a play!
That's when
Is that the way it was drawn up? I don't know, but it looked pretty cool.
I don't think so. I think that was one of those that Stryker saw that Keller was going down, and he just said something, and Keller had gotten turned around facing him, so he just tossed it back to him. So great play.
Keller
Great
was
job.
met by a defender and not going anywhere. Pitches it back to Stryker, and Stryker's able to dance in for a 2-point conversion. Wow.
I'll say this. I don't think every game's going to be like this, but these guys are fun to watch so far this year.
Yes.
So the Wildcats lead 24-0 with 11:10 at the 11:10 mark here in the second quarter. We're going to keep it right here in Shattuck. I think they're actually giving them more of a hydration break right here.
So important.
One of those situations where when they get after a possession change or something like that, they're going to give them plenty of time to get a drink, especially when a lot of guys on both sides of the ball are playing on both sides. I guess both sides of the field, they're playing on both sides of the ball.
We've got decent shade on the field, but there's 94 degrees out there, and with your helmet on and all those pads, you can certainly feel every one of them.
One of the good things is, with as hot as it has been for so long, heat acclimation is not an issue. These guys are definitely acclimated to the heat, but
Coach has done a good job of just conditioning them and getting them out in the heat, but
I wonder if my 4-year-old was found.
I'm sure.
And Whetstone's going to kick this one off. It's going to be received by Dodger Sloan at the 5.
Cuts it back the other direction.
Go across the field, and he's going to find an opening as he makes a guy miss. And it looks like he lost the ball, and the Wildcats are going to recover.
Wow. He was brought down pretty violently by Case and Whetstone. Apparently shook some things loose.
So I wonder how much the field played. If you can see on the video, field conditions are a little rough right now. We've Wildcat coaches have had an armadillo issue.
Is that what that is?
Armadillo has come in here and torn up the field, and they haven't been able to get him just yet, I don't think. So Griffin goes in motion, and
he's wide open.
He is going to have Whetstone wide open for a touchdown. Warman to Whetstone.
Wow.
35 yards out for 6 more points. And the Wildcats are taking care of business here early. 10:53 here in the second quarter. Wildcats lead the Shattuck Indians 30-0. I was not expecting that.
Are we going to see a flea flicker here?
Well, we'll see as Warman's going to hand it off to, Warman's going to keep it. And Shattuck is going to stop him. So the first time tonight that the Wildcats are not going to be able to punch it in for 2.
He had 3 guys on him, and his feet never stopped moving. Did you see that?
So, and again, that goes back to that's just the IQ and the strength of what Stryker is. We're going to take a quick break after that Seiling Auto Supply Wildcat touchdown. Wildcats lead 30-0 at 10:53 in the second quarter. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
You know you can rely on Ford to make reliable and capable vehicles. We also want you to know that you can trust the Hutchison Ford sales team to meet all of your automotive needs. Located in St. James, Missouri, Hutchison Ford was the 2022 Ford Dealer of the Year, with a full lot of new and pre-owned vehicles that can be delivered to your home today. Check out the vehicle locator tool on our website at hutchisonford.com.
This is my Mimi and Poppy, and they own Hutchison Ford in St. James, Missouri.
And welcome back to Seiling. The Wildcats lead the Shattuck Indians here in the season opener, 30-0 with 10:53 here in the second quarter. Whetstone, kickoff duties yet again. So he's going to boot this downfield. And it's going to drop and be picked up. I believe that's going to be Spillman. And Wildcats quickly get down there. So he only was able to return the ball maybe 7 or 8 yards.
That tackle was made by Deacon Curry.
And Deacon in on the tackle yet again. And Shattuck's going to start their possession at the 26-yard line.
I want to say thank you to our cameramen tonight. Got a good team here. You said Phillip was on the sideline.
And we got Phillip Hewlett down on the sideline. And we got Aiden Paris up here on the wide camera. So
Aiden's doing a good job.
You guys know who to yell at whenever something goes wrong. Aiden didn't even hear what we said.
He didn't. He's focused.
He's so locked into the game. He had no idea what we just said. And also a big shout out to Jace Whiteman on the computer playing those commercials. Thank you to all of our sponsors again.
Great group of sponsors this year.
More coming in every day. I saw another one today that had filled out the form that I wasn't able to get everything set up yet. So Spillman's going to drop back, and he's going to be rushed by Smart.
Jason Smart, yeah.
And it is going to be caught.
Created an opening.
That's
Jackson Nichols.
So Connor Howard makes the catch, and he's going to ultimately be pushed out at the. Let's see where we're at here. 43. 43.
Jason Whetstone, Jackson Nichols, and Striker Warman were in hot pursuit. Striker helped kind of run him out of bounds there at the end. Saved a touchdown.
So Spillman was living on the prairie there as he hit Connor Howard. And so Shattuck's on their end, or the Wildcat end of the field, and this is going to be a handoff to Vasco. And good pursuit by the Wildcats as he's going to be brought down in the backfield. It's going to be about a yard loss. Colin Howard on that tackle.
May have been 2-yard loss if Jackson Nichols had got him on that initial hit. Great pursuit.
Shattuck's going to huddle up. And they're going to try to slow this down a little bit, I think. The Wildcats are already knocking on the door of ending this early in the second half, so they're going to. And we're going to get a false start. As Sloan went in motion and then didn't get set before the ball was snapped and took off again.
One of the things Coach Manuel said at the pep assembly today was that years change, but expectation doesn't. And you look at these guys, and it's like our guys are ready for the next play. It's a physical game. They're giving everything they've got, and they're ready for the next play to start.
Yeah, and that's big props to the class that went before them, and they kind of saw how it was done. And when it came their time, they're making the best use of it. Spillman's going to keep this, pick up a couple yards.
Jackson Nichols hits him initially.
So Nichols.
Warman was also in on that.
And then it looks like Case and Smart also. So good job by
the Brothers of Destruction.
Part 2. Are we going to have to?
It's an ongoing thing, I think.
Brothers of Destruction Part 2. 9:14 here in the second quarter.
It's just that tenacious D that Seiling plays. Flying to the ball.
Do we need to play a tribute for them?
It's nice to see what you did there.
All right, so third and we're going to say along 11, not quite 12. As Vasco goes in motion, Spillman takes a snap, drops back. He's going to keep it, and he's going to make a man miss. And good open field tackle by Warman just to get down and take his legs out. So it's going to bring out a fourth, and we're going to say 5 for Shattuck. And
that's some of these guys grow into their position. You say make a man miss. we'll see a little less of that when the season goes on. They're not going to fall for some of those things that they're falling on the first game. Our guys are in position, miss a few tackles, but kudos to Foreman for cleaning up there and getting that open field tackle, finish things off.
So Vasco again in motion. Spillman takes snap. He drops back. He's got a man.
Deep throw.
And he's got him open. And he is going to hit, looks like Colby Miller at 11. At the 11.
I wonder what the confusion was there, because Stryker was on him and just kind of stopped.
So Shattuck can still pick up a first down inside the 2. I don't think it's quite to the 1 yet. So 7:53, Shattuck, their first opportunity in the red zone. Spillman on the keeper, and he's going to be hit hard. It looks like Landon Clayton and Warman who came in there. Stryker's just all over the field.
He is. You're calling him on every play.
It's incredible. Good job by Clayton to take out his legs. And Shattuck actually picked up about 4 yards. Clock ticking. Spillman under center now, and he's gonna fumble it. Ball's on the ground, and maybe I think Spillman was able to get back on it.
Colin Howard definitely was trying for that ball.
Yeah, calling down there. I think Case maybe even Case Peterson got in there, got a hand on it, but Spillman was able to rip it away at the last second. So he'll recover his own fumble, but it is going to be a loss of a couple yards. 3rd and 7 now. And Spillman's going to pitch out to Sloan. Sloan's going to be brought down at really about, I guess they're going to give him a yard gain. And I think A.J. Sandoval was one of the Wildcats in on that tackle. They've got some personnel confusion going on. Clock ticking. We're inside 6 minutes here in the second quarter. Wildcats lead 30-6. And now we're going to get a timeout. I believe it's going to be a Shattuck timeout. And it is. We're going to take one with them. 5:44 to go here in the second quarter. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
When you shop local, you help your hometown thrive. And Seiling Foods has everything you need right here in Seiling. From fresh cut meats and farm fresh produce to friendly faces at the checkout, Seiling Foods is proud to serve our neighbors every day. Whether it's dinner for the family or supplies for the weekend, skip the drive and shop close to home. Where hometown service meets everyday saving.
Join us on the second Friday of each month for the Orville White Barbecue Night at Elm Grove Community Church, just west of Chester. Bring your family, bring your appetite, and enjoy good food, great fellowship, and a wonderful evening together. Doors open for diners at 4:30 until 6:30 p.m. for a suggested donation of $10. Or call the church to place a to-go order. Proceeds from each event go to support Wednesday Night Youth Ministries, the Grove Students, and Powerhouse Kids.
And we're back. 5:44 here in the second quarter. Wildcats trying to buckle down here as the Indians are in the red zone. It is 4th down. Wildcats have already stopped Shattuck on 1 4th down opportunity today.
Love to see that again here. Defensive stand.
So Spillman stands at the 11. He sends Sloan in motion. He's going to drop back, and he's going to hit a guy at the middle, but I don't think he got the first down.
I don't think he did either.
And he didn't. as he hit Gabe Vasco in the middle of the field, but the Wildcats get the stop on 4th down.
Great job.
I think Briggs was one of the guys in on that play.
When their back's against the wall, they still get the job done.
The Wildcats are going to take possession at the 3-yard line with 5:38 mark here in the second. Leading Shattuck 30-0. Clayton behind Warman, who stands on the goal line, maybe just inside the goal line. And hand off to Clayton as he makes a move, and he's going to almost stay up.
It didn't, yeah.
It looked like
did he ever go down?
Yeah, I think his knee finally did go down, so Clayton picks up, looks like about 6 yards on 1st down.
Nice run.
That's exactly what you want to see.
Get a little bit of a cushion there.
And we're going to get a false start. The Wildcats, after a 6-yard run, are going to be backed up 5 yards. So now we're going to be back to 2nd and 9. And a shout out to cheerleaders, especially the ones who play softball. They got to be exhausted.
Yes, long day in Arapahoe, Butler for tournament.
Warren hands off to Clayton, who has a big hole.
Oh,
he makes a couple
he's
guys and
still on his
bounces
feet.
off somebody. He's
Clayton
across the
could
40,
go all the way.
50, 40, nobody around. This is going to be Landon Clayton's touchdown.
Wow.
91 yards, Seiling Auto Supply Wildcat touchdown for Landon Clayton.
Crowd is on their feet for that 91-yarder.
Holy cow. Good job by Landon Clayton. And really, he bounced off a guy. Looked like maybe a linebacker or somebody like that, and it looked like it almost gave him an extra boost.
Yeah. He pinballed off of him.
The Wildcats, 4:42 here in the second quarter, extend their lead 36-0 following a Landon Clayton 91-yard scamper. And so Briggs is now, Keller Jones is now, again, he's going to take the handoff, and he's going to be in there for the 2-point conversion. The Wildcats extend their lead.
Clayton made the highlight reel.
It's kind of a strange game. We've seen a few strange things already. 4:42 to go here in the first half. Wildcats lead 38-0. We're going to take a break. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
And equipped for drilling, pump rentals, and service. From drilling to repairs, S&M Waterwell does it all. Call S&M Waterwell today.
Seiling Auto Supply is stocked with all the automotive, agriculture, and hardware parts and accessories that you need to stay on the job. Located on Main Street in Seiling, you can find all the top brands and even the extras like WeatherTech floor mats and ranch hand bumpers to name a few. Don't forget, we offer a free install with a purchase on most batteries and windshield wipers. Let us locate a part or accessory for you by calling 580-922-4287.
And welcome back to Shattuck. Wow.
Shattuck, yeah.
Not in Shattuck.
Not in Shattuck, by way of Seiling.
I was thinking about, I think Shattuck might be who softball plays tomorrow, and I was thinking about that.
Okay.
And so, welcome back to Seiling as the Wildcats lead Shattuck 38-0. Casey Whetstone's going to kick this off. Good kick by Whetstone.
Oh, he drops it.
Sloan's going to drop it at the 5. And
what do you call that?
Looked like he called touchback. I don't know what we got
I thought
here.
he gave the signal for dribbling a basketball.
It kind of did look like it. Maybe he was saying that Sloan. Maybe I think what he was saying is Sloan technically fumbled it, and I don't know.
Yeah.
either way,
He definitely did. He lost the ball.
he blew it dead, and that's what he did. That is definitely the touchback signal because they're at the 20.
All right, we have a touchback.
So maybe they said initially Fair caught it, which allows him to move up to the 20. I have no idea what just happened. Anyways, we're ready to go. It's from the 20. As Spillman's going to keep it, cut it back up inside. He's going to be brought down by Clayton and Briggs.
That was decent yardage for the Indians in terms of what they've been able to do on the ground.
Watched a little bit of football with Clayton and Briggs last night. It's a Woodward ball game. Woodward played their season opener last night in Woodward.
You can't get enough of ball games. You have
No.
a night off, and you go watch a ball game.
I know, and I had a lot to do, but it was actually a fun. I didn't have to work it though. So handoff to Sloan. Sloan's going to bounce
hard
around, pick
hit.
up a couple yards. He is going to be hit hard.
I think that was Warman that came in and laid that stinger.
Yep. Colin Howard initially grabbed him, and I think Case Peterson also in on that.
You could hear the helmets connect up here in the booth.
So 3rd and 1. Minute 35. Again, Shattuck's going to take their time. And Spillman's going to keep it. Now he's going to be
Nowhere to run.
stuffed.
Just nowhere to go.
What do we got? We have Briggs, and I think, was that Peterson, or was that going to be?
I think it was largely Briggs kind of filled up the hole, but Peterson did come in.
So either
He's
way,
met a brick wall there.
maybe I lost a couple inches on that. So Shattuck get back up against it again. 4th down, 1. They're 0 for 2 on 4th downs today.
You watch Colin Howard on this end here, and he just kind of commands things. Look at this.
Yeah, he
They're
is.
being held.
So Spillman's going to get around the corner and pick up the 1st down, but like you said, it may be a holding and coming back.
His hands look like he was outside of his
And it
head
is.
there.
Right as you said being held, I saw a flag go fly.
I watched Colin on the play before, and he kind of pushed things the other direction for it not to even go your way, and to have that kind of control is pretty phenomenal.
It looks like it's going to be about 4th and 11 now. Clock is stopped, 2:38. Now they wind the clock.
They're signaling for something.
And it looks like they're going to punt it. Wildcats are just going to let that drop as it's just on the Wildcat side of the field. As number 11, Quisenberry, downs it at the 48. 2:22 to go. Here in the quarter, Wildcats lead 38-0. And I did not imagine with 2 minutes to go in the second quarter, Wildcats would be 7 points away from 45.
No, and Shattuck even made it look like that wasn't going to be possible as they neared the other end zone on the last drive, but the defense stood tall.
So Warman in the pistol. He's got Clayton behind him. Hand off to Clayton. And Landon takes a look, bounces it outside. He's going to be driven out of bounds
Flag
at the
on play
49. I
before
think
that.
this is going to be a hold. And it is. I think that was one of those situations where Landon made that move. And yeah, big Josh Postlewaite. Fortunately, I think I heard unfortunate news.
He's playing for the NEO Norseman in Miami.
I think he re-injured his knee, though, unfortunately. So good to see him. And then Tegan, white man down there. As Warman's going to fake the
Nice
handoff
keeper.
and keep it. He's going to be driven out of bounds by Vasco.
Past the line of scrimmage, or right at it.
209. And again, we've talked about the patience of both Warman and Clayton. we've seen. And then Jones has come in and done a really good job of when he's got his opportunities to carry the ball.
They just seem so disciplined to me for a first game. You know, their ball security.
Warman hands off
their
to
awareness.
Jones. Jones gets around the corner and be brought down by Howard.
2-yard carry there.
Well, it looks like we're going to be about 3rd and 7. I think this is one of the longest third downs Wildcats have had. Wildcats really haven't had many third downs tonight.
He's kind of trying to fix his pads there.
So Whetstone out wide, standing on the 5 of midfield.
Keller Jones on the backfield. Foreman drops back.
Foreman drops back, and he's going to hit Whetstone on a screen.
Nice screen.
And Whetstone's going to get around a couple guys.
Nicely.
He's across the 30. He's going to break a tackle across the 10, the 5.
Casey
Touchdown.
Whetstone.
Casey Whetstone, but we got a bunch of flags.
Oh, man. We do. We're
look
doing
up-
laundry back here.
Yeah.
We're looking that way.
So what should be a 49-yard touchdown reception for Casey Whetstone is going to be coming back.
From that play's inception, what a great screen that really opened him up. And then the blocks just kept coming as he just worked his way down the field.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play call, too. That's the first time we've seen that little screen.
He just wasn't there, and all of a sudden he appeared. And Warman's ready and delivers the ball. Good short pass there.
And so the ball, Wildcats are ultimately going to lose 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 11.
What are you calling this, the longest third down?
Well, that one.
In terms of time, or?
Maybe as time, as time goes, too. So Jones still in the backfield for the Wildcats. And it's going to be a handoff to Jones as he's going to break a tackle, get around, but
he drops the ball.
But he's going to fumble the ball.
I think he got it, though.
And nope.
Oh, no.
They're going to say Shattuck was able to dive on top of it, as it looks like it's going to be number 11, Quisenberry, who's going to recover the fumble at the Wildcat 46-yard line.
I don't think that one play negates the discipline that we've seen out of these new starters coming in. They've done a good job.
And done a very, very, very good job. I've been really impressed with the way the Wildcat offense has played. Like you said, the discipline, we've seen it. On that drive, saw a couple flags. It's kind of hurt, but overall, it's been a good showing here in the first half of the opening game. And so Spillman's going to drop back. It's a dying quail.
Oh, he
and Landon
catches
Clayton
it.
comes back, and
Landon
he makes the
Clayton.
interception.
A diving interception.
Good job
Turns
by
into a
Landon.
receiver and snags one.
Landon saw that ball was underthrown, and he came back for it, made the catch, like you said, diving. And 52 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Wildcats going to have another opportunity to score before we head into the locker room.
The acrobatics from this kid after the 91-yard touchdown, he's still going.
I remember watching Landon Clayton play 7th grade basketball, and I said he's one of the best athletes out here at the time.
Wow.
And we have seen it past 2 years between basketball and football. And so Warman's, again,
There's
it's
a
going to be
screen.
that screen to Whetstone. He's coming across the field.
He's got open ground again.
And there is a flag.
What is that?
So
Creating flags here.
Whetstone gets to the 42, but I believe this is coming back yet again.
What's the call?
I guess it's a hold.
'Cause I never saw him motion for an actual call. Oh, there he is.
Yep, Whitecaps.
The Whitecaps got it.
So it is going to be a hold. And it's going to go back to about the line of scrimmage, as that was pretty much at the first down marker.
We had a hold on both of those plays that we ran the screen. I was wondering if it was a block in the back or something initially.
No, I guess that was at about 5 yards in. So 1st and 15 now, maybe 16. 44 seconds to go in the second. And I think we're going to get timeout. This may be an official timeout. And I think that's what they're going to say is that was pretty much marked off like 15-yard. And they're trying to figure out if So the official is trying to decide where the ball should be marked. Is it marked correctly, or should we move forward a little bit?
I just noticed we have the younger manual on the sidelines too.
Yep, Caden here tonight. The official's going to go over. He's going to pick it up, and he's actually going to. It's going to go back a little bit more.
Oh wow!
Okay. So we're going to say 1st and 20. 40 clock is running, 40 seconds. And Warman's going to keep that. He's just going to be brought down by the whole tribe.
And it took 4 of them to bring him down. 5.
And I think that was probably the play call to just say, let's go into halftime as the clock continues to tick away and no.
You don't think we throw one here?
No rush. We may. It looks like we may get one more play. We're going to try to catch him off guard and throw it.
Oh,
nope. As Landon's going to run it around the corner. Going to get back to almost the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Wildcats lead the Shattuck Indians after 2 quarters, 38-0. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
At the Seiling State Bank, we believe banking is more than just offering competitive products and rates. It's about knowing your name, understanding your needs, and making banking as convenient as possible. For over 100 years, the Pittman family and its employees have served Northwest Oklahoma. Come in and visit our friendly staff at both locations in Seiling and in Woodward and check out our online banking, mobile banking, and our ATM debit card services. Seiling State Bank, trusted for 5 generations, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Gorse Travel Plaza. More than your average gas station. They have everything you need to help you reach your destination. Take a break in the Trucker's Lounge or visit our C-store for fuel and snacks. Or you can order fine cuisine and coffee from Delicioso.
And hey, before you leave, stop by our Sonic on your way out for a refreshing drink. We'll see you soon at Gorse Travel Plaza, located at 1093 Highway 270 in Seiling, Oklahoma.
Are you looking for a pattern for a new quilting project? Maybe some fabric for a project you are currently working on? How about screen printing and embroidery needs? These are just a few things the ladies at I Told You So can help you with. Visit the shop at 103 Dove Street in Chester, open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 4 and Saturday from 10 to 3, or give Connie and Mina a call at 580-764-3325. Proud sponsors of Seiling FFA and Wildcat Athletics.
Also for your halftime entertainment, Black Silk Band under the full command of drum majors Andrew Garcia and Ken Wilkire. They will be giving a sample of their show, Team Rebellion, with the hit Bag of the Bone, featuring a solo by Andrew Garcia on the sax.
You can rely on Ford to make reliable and capable vehicles. We also want you to know that you can trust the Hutchison Ford sales team to meet all of your automotive needs. Located in St. James, Missouri, Hutchison Ford was the 2022 Ford Dealer of the Year, with a full lot of new and pre-owned vehicles that can be delivered to your home today. Check out the vehicle locator tool on our website at hutchisonford.com.
This is my Mimi and Poppy, and they own Hutchison Ford in St. James, Missouri.
shop local, you help your hometown thrive, and Seiling Foods has everything you need right here in Seiling. From fresh cut meats and farm fresh produce to friendly faces at the checkout, Seiling Foods is proud to serve our neighbors every day. Whether it's dinner for the family or supplies for the weekend, skip the drive and shop close to home, where hometown service meets everyday saving. When you shop local,
join us on the second Friday of each month for the Orville White Barbecue Night at Elm Grove Community Church, just west of Chester. Bring your family, bring your appetite, and enjoy good food, great fellowship, and a wonderful evening together. Doors open for diners at 4:30 until 6:30 p.m. for a suggested donation of $10. Or call the church to place a to-go order. Proceeds from each event go to support Wednesday Night Youth Ministries, the Grove Students, and Powerhouse Kids.
When you need water, you need a team you can trust. S&M Water Well provides complete water well services from start to finish. Whether you need a new one drilled, a pump installed or repaired, well testing, pressure tanks, water systems, solar pumps, or pipelines and trenching, S&M Water Well has you covered. Fully insured and equipped for drilling, pump rentals, and service. From drilling to repairs, S&M Water Well does it all. Call S&M Water Well today.
And welcome back. As there's about a minute 20 here, I think we're probably going to have a few more minutes added to the clock as Shattuck has not made their way out of the locker room yet. But the Wildcats lead 38-0 at halftime over the Shattuck Indians. And Charlie, we talked about this several times. A lot of people were confident in the way this game was going to go, but really wasn't expecting this game.
No, because this is the first game of the year, and this game has really had everything that you would like to see in a game later on in the season. It's had the big plays. It's had the defensive stands. It's had all the ball movement with the running game and the passing game. You've really got to see it all coming out of the gate, and that's highly unusual. We didn't anticipate it being a game of this level. It's been an awesome game so far.
Yeah, it really has. There's still 30 seconds left, but Wildcats are still getting stretched, so they'll probably, once Shattuck makes their way out, add about 3 minutes to the clock. And we're going to see what they add here. Real quick, we want to send our thoughts and our prayers out to the family of Tom Nelson. Tom was one of the longtime voices of high school football in northern and northwest Oklahoma. And Tom passed away earlier today, I believe, of cancer. I saw that he was in the hospital and knew that he kind of been struggling the past couple of years. And so prayers to his family and all of his friends, as Tom was a member of the Squirtle team. Had done an awesome job for the past several years, calling their play the game of the week broadcasts and things like that. So the area definitely lost one of the legendary voices of high school football, Mr. Tom Nelson.
His passion for high school football is really unmatched.
Yeah, I grew up, like I heard, I think he's been here since the late 90s, and so I heard him all through high school, things like that. And then last year I finally got a chance to sit down with him and chat with him for a while, talk to him for about an hour. And then every time I saw him after that, he was always happy to talk and, talk broadcasting and things like that. And if I remember right, I don't know if he's watching right now. If I remember right, maybe Coach Rousey had coached Tom. So I could be wrong on that. Rousey, if you're listening, you'll text me and let me know. But it is a sad day for high school sports and the Squirtle family. So we also want to thank Squirtle for their partnership yet again this season and promoting the Wildcats and everything they do for high school sports in Oklahoma, keeping it local. So there's a minute. Looks like we have a minute 15 to go. We're going to take one last timeout before we get to the second half. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
Seiling Auto Supply is stocked with all the automotive, agriculture, and hardware parts and accessories that you need to stay on the job. Located on Main Street in Seiling, you can find all the top brands and even the extras like WeatherTech floor mats and ranch hand bumpers, to name a few. Don't forget, we offer a free install with a purchase on most batteries and windshield wipers. Let us locate a part or accessory for you by calling 580-922-4287.
At the Seiling State Bank, we believe banking is more than just offering competitive products and rates. It's about knowing your name, understanding your needs, and making banking as convenient as possible. For over 100 years, the Pittman family and its employees have served Northwest Oklahoma. Come in and visit our friendly staff at both locations in Seiling and in Woodward and check out our online banking, mobile banking, and our ATM debit card services. Seiling State Bank, trusted for 5 generations, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And welcome back. Wildcat Field. Seiling, as the Wildcats are ready for second half action against the Shattuck Indians. Shattuck was going to receive to start the second half. Wildcats lead 38-0. I'm still. The guys are probably gonna kind of rib me a little bit just because I keep saying I'm just kind of surprised at where it's at. As again we were confident, but 38-0 is kind of.
Well, you just expect more bugs to be worked out, but it just. You got to say hats off to this coaching team that they've truly had these guys ready in ways that we didn't expect. You're going to be lenient when it's the first game of the season and say, man, we got some stuff to work on, and they do, but wow, they have had these guys in great athletic shape, and the plays have just been so fluid. It's been a really pleasant game to watch.
And there's the kick to start second half, almost to the goal line, taken by Sloan.
AJ's there. He gets him.
And he's going to.
That was a foot race.
AJ Sandoval pushes him out of bounds.
I'm sorry, that was 44, wasn't it? That's Deacon
44?
Curry.
Oh, that was Deacon. AJ was right there with him.
Was he?
42
Okay.
was right there as well. So
That's what I thought it was when I saw the wheels. AJ.
I was going to check some area scores, try to get these pulled up. Halftime, O'Keene is beating Laverne right now at Laverne 24-2.
Wow, that's surprising.
OBA.
If there's that much of a gap.
OBA up 32-0 in Berks Flat-Dill City. And we're ready to go. Ball's at the 15. Spillman's going to keep this one. He's going to cut it back.
Redirects completely.
And he's going to break a tackle with step out of bounds. That'll be Landon Clayton's tackle. Pioneer up over Garber in the third quarter, 14-0. Last night, Wacomas just thumped Timberlake 46-0.
Wow.
Took care of the Tigers. Pond Creek Hunter 40, Coyle 34.
Last night, Covington Douglas beat Winoka 38-8.
It's probably about to see that one. And snap as
deep
Spillman
throw.
Pulls
He's got
it
a
back.
man.
He throws it deep.
He catches it. Kason Whetstone is in pursuit.
And Colby Miller's across the 10,
Oh.
the 5. And I think they're
going to call him short. I didn't see a signal for a touchdown.
no. Man, I think because the official couldn't get down there in time.
Yeah.
So, other scores. Let's see if I can find some here that Canton taking it to Corn Bible 54-6. I think that game is over now at halftime. Kremlin Hillsdale loses to Davenport 54-0.
They marked it at the.
No, they actually did they did say it was touchdown. So we never saw a signal, but they did say touchdown.
Okay.
So Shattuck with 11:42 here in the third quarter gets on the board 38-6 now after a long touchdown where I thought Spillman was going to take it. He pulled back.
When I say he had a guy open, he was actually covered, but caught it in traffic and was able to turn upfield. He's met there. The backfield doesn't get across for the 2-point conversion. Good effort by Spillman, but just nothing doing.
Sideline camera's frozen, so letting Phillip know. But so 11:42 to go. Shattuck gets on the board 38-6. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
Gorse Travel Plaza. More than your average gas station. They have everything you need to help you reach your destination. Take a break in the Trucker's Lounge or visit our C-store for fuel and snacks. Or you can order fine cuisine and coffee from Delicioso.
And hey, before you leave, stop by our Sonic on your way out for a refreshing drink. We'll see you soon at Gore's Travel Plaza, located at 1093 Highway 270 in Seiling, Oklahoma.
And welcome back to Shattuck, second half. Wildcats lead. I did it again. I just said I realized.
Welcome back to Shattuck. Welcome back to the game against Shattuck and Seiling.
11:42 here in the third quarter. Wildcats lead 38-6. And we're ready for a kickoff after a long touchdown by the Indians, where Spillman hit Colby Miller for a long score. And Spillman's going to kick this one off. Foreman's going to track it at about the 16, picks it up. He's going to cut it up the sideline and be driven out of bounds by Vasco. The Wildcats are going to start their first possession of the second half. Let's see where they're going to mark it. About the 27. Give a shout out to the managers here for a second for Wildcat football. As Orman's going to hand this one up to Clayton as he cuts it up. He's going to get to 35, maybe inside the, or just past the 35.
2 yards short, 3.
Brought down by Dr. Sloan.
See a lot of people in camo tonight. It's camo night.
Camo night, that's right.
As we're on the hunt for a winning season.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
So Warman's going to pull this one back out of the gut of Jones.
Nice run.
He's going to pick up the first down.
He lowers his shoulder and punishes the people who are trying to tackle him. He's never did leave his feet. That's Warman for you.
Jones got so deep on that potential handoff that I think when Stryker pulled that out, it kind of caught Keller off guard that he didn't have the ball. But Stryker does pick up the first down as he gets to almost the 41. And I think we're going to get a timeout here by the Wildcats. And it is 10:56 to go here in the third quarter. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
Are you looking for a pattern for a new quilting project? Maybe some fabric for a project you are currently working on? How about screen printing and embroidery needs? These are just a few things the ladies at I Told You So can help you with. Visit the shop at 103 Dove Street in Chester, open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 4 and Saturday from 10 to 3, or give Connie and Mina a call at 580-764-3325. Proud sponsors of Seiling FFA and Wildcat Athletics.
And we're back out of the timeout, 10:56 here in the third quarter. Wildcats have the ball, 1st and 10 at the 41. So Warman in the shotgun. Jones next to him. It is going to be a handoff to Jones. He comes across the field. He's going to get across the 45, and a flag comes flying in.
He kind of got hit hard in the back there.
And it's going to be moving back. The holds are starting to strike the Wildcats.
Yeah, a few of them here kind of at the end of the first half and coming into the second, but really didn't see hardly any at the beginning of the game.
So the ball's moved back to the 32. Yeah.
Fake and a nice pass.
Throws it out into the flat to Whetstone.
Throws the guy off.
And Whetstone almost breaks the tackle, but he does get pulled out of bounds after picking up a few yards.
He's got some shoulder pads showing there. I don't know if he knows that or not.
That's a fashion statement.
Yeah, he ripped that guy off him.
Kaysen in his Not sure if he played his freshman year. Did not play last season. But here in his first game as a junior, he's been showing out a little bit. Had one touchdown called back. So Jones went in motion. As Warman drops back, it's not there, so he's going to take off. And he's going to be driven out of bounds after picking up a few yards. Looks like they're going to say mark him out of bounds at the 45. It's a good job by Stryker not to force anything there. Pick up what he can. It's going to be 3rd and 6 for the Wildcats, 10:30. Jones to the left of Warman. And good rush. As
Wow.
Spillman gets back there,
Good
and then
pass.
Warman put out in the flat to Jones. Jones takes a hard shot. I don't think he's quite in there for first down.
He's just maybe less than a yard shy. It looks like he's slow to get up.
Yeah, he took a couple shots there, and then there's a cramp by a Shattuck player. Props to Case Peterson, Jackson Nichols, helping stretch out that cramp. I did that a lot last year when both of them are on the field. I got them confused.
Who, Jackson
and Case. For some reason, they just had that same body type when they're wearing pads. And I think Shattuck's going to take a timeout. So we're actually going to, let's keep it right here on this timeout. So, we talked about the discipline in the first half by the Wildcats, but I guess we're not going to need a timeout. They're actually going to come out and
I got to measure
it. I think
Looks
he
like
got
it's
it.
there. First
He got
down.
it. So first down. So good job, Keller Jones, picking up the first down.
Good thing you stayed right here.
Yeah. We've been jumping back in here real quick. So, we talked about the discipline a lot throughout the first half, and then we kind of saw it at the end of the first half, and here we are in the second half, seeing a few mistakes. Charlie, you think some of that maybe is just that fatigue of the first game?
It could definitely be fatigue of the first game. Their energy was there starting out and getting tired. But also, I have to throw some of it to a lot of these guys. It's their first true start. They may have been helping out with the teams in the past, but
Warren's going to keep it and pull it back in. He's going to get across the 45 and driven out of bounds. Close to a late hit. They're going to mark in about the 43. That's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Okay.
the 4-year-old is found.
Yep. And I think Rantley's leaving to go pick up Bubba and Sissy. All right. Warman with Clayton behind him. He's going to pull it in on the read. And really good job by...
That was a good read.
Good job by the Indians. But yes, it was a very good read because Clayton would have been knocked back.
They were in hot pursuit. They were on it all along, but he made something out of nothing by reading it correctly.
So he picks up a couple yards. Brings up 3rd and 3 from 42.
Look at the moon.
No. I guess there was an eclipse last night. You missed that. Maybe that's why my dog got sprayed by a skunk. It was the eclipse. So Warren and shotgun, he's going to go off to his right. He's going to keep it. And he's going to barrel himself forward. You pick up the first down.
Total eclipse of the bark.
Oh. I see what you did there. Your dad jokes stink.
And there's way too many 80s references, I think.
And they did say Warman got the first down officially. Ball at the 39. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. 9:27 here in the third quarter. Jones back in behind Warman. And I think we're going to get a false start on the far sideline.
Yes. It's going to be a handoff to Jones up the middle.
So I think, and that's just one of those where, like I said, Whetstone did not play last year. So it's just a matter of him getting into the groove of things with the, the cadence of the snap and all that kind of stuff, and he'll definitely get figured out. Moves the ball back to the 44. Warman, option, nowhere to go, so he just has to duck down and take the shot.
That was a pretty big shot.
He's going to lose 2 yards on the play.
It wasn't just one shot, it was one on either side.
So Eli Griffin comes running on the field, replacing Kellen Briggs. Griffin flanked out right. Whetstone on the far sideline. Jones in the backfield. He goes in motion. And Warman's going to have to sling it out to Jones. Jones is going to almost break the tackle, but ultimately brought down after a short gain.
Shoestringed him down.
Good job by the Shattuck defender. Couldn't quite tell who that was.
It's a little bit of effort on Jones's part, trying to shake the guy off his foot. Could have done that. He might have picked up another 4 or 5.
So I think the Wildcats going to have to go for it here unless they pooch it.
We have seen him do that some in the past. When Chain was under center.
I guess it's only 3rd down. Forgot about the penalty. So it's only 3rd down. Jones goes out. And
Drops
Warren's
back.
going to keep that. He gets just past the initial line of scrimmage by a few inches. So now it's going to be 4th and a long 9, maybe 10. Looks like it's going to be 10.
Hate to see any player take a shot to the legs like that, like Warman just did, but especially quarterback. He was upended.
Yeah, you see him take a shot in the legs like that. You kind of hold your breath a little bit.
Yeah.
Jones still in there in the backfield. Whetstone near sideline. Jones goes in motion as Warman drops back. Nowhere to go. Oh, and he does find Whetstone, but it's going to be picked off. I believe that's going to be Colby Miller. And Whetstone's going to bring down Miller at the 39-yard line.
It was a really good job on Striker Warman's part to extend that play, but unfortunately just short
I think
on the pass.
I think that was one of those things where he saw Whetstone in the zone open, but when he went to lead Whetstone, he didn't see the guy that just happened to be standing right there, and it was an easy interception for Miller. So the Indians going to take over. Almost 7 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. And it's going to be a keeper by Spillman. He's going to be taken down by Whetstone.
Whetstone's kind of slow to get up.
It's going to be 1st down for the Indians at midfield.
Looks to be okay. He's getting him some hydration.
Shattuck just slow playing this. Wildcats lead 38-6. 6:20 to go here in the 3rd. Spillman in the backfield. He's going to pull it back, and good job by Case Peterson to get this, technically not a sack, but to get the stop behind the line, and then there was a holding penalty, so Shattuck's going to back up.
Case is a tall guy, and he used every bit of his length there to stretch out and trip him up.
See where they mark this at. It's going to be about the 38-yard line. We're going to say 1st and 22. At Keller Jones here at corner on the near side. Spillman's going to dump this off to Connor Howard. He's
Ooh.
going to get past the initial line of scrimmage.
Brought
and be
down by
brought
Colin Howard. Colin's cramping after that tackle. He's getting stretched out immediately.
At the 45 as Colin's getting stretched out.
It's rare to see Colin make the tackle on a pass play.
So we're going to take a quick break. 5:56 to go here in the third. Wildcats lead 38-6. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
You know you can rely on Ford to make reliable and capable vehicles. We also want you to know that you can trust the Hutchison Ford sales team to meet all of your automotive needs. Located in St. James, Missouri, Hutchison Ford was the 2022 Ford Dealer of the Year, with a full lot of new and pre-owned vehicles that can be delivered to your home today. Check out the vehicle locator tool on our website at hutchisonford.com.
This is my Mimi and Poppy, and they own Hutchison Ford in St. James, Missouri.
When you shop local, you help your hometown thrive, and Seiling Foods has everything you need right here in Seiling. From fresh cut meats and farm fresh produce to friendly faces at the checkout, Seiling Foods is proud to serve our neighbors every day. Whether it's dinner for the family or supplies for the weekend, skip the drive and shop close to home, where hometown service meets everyday saving.
And welcome back. Wildcat Field here at Seiling High School. Wildcats lead Shattuck 38-6. Colin Howard coming off the field. Let's see if we can figure out who replaced him. My eyes aren't very good. I don't know. I'm having trouble seeing it from here. So Shattuck, 2nd and 5. Spillman takes the snap. He's going to have to keep it as he's being pursued by Case and Smart and then pushed out of bounds.
It looks like Braden Cole, number 17.
The Braden Cole who came in. That's what I was thinking. 17 was the lone man, or the one we haven't seen yet. So, and he was in there in that pursuit to chase Spillman out of bounds. So,
was.
Good job. I see we're seeing a lot of guys again that we didn't get an opportunity to see last year.
Some guys that we only saw like on kickoff, and now they're out every play.
So Spillman's going to keep this, got it back up, pick up a few yards, but again, he's going to be stopped. Looks like it's Cole and Briggs are going to stand him up. So Shattuck is now 4th and 3. We're going to say 4th and a long 2, not quite 3. Let's see if
Maybe they'll punt.
I don't think so. We haven't seen it yet. So,
and it's
going to go through Spillman's hands. He picks it up, and
nice. He's
going to pitch it forward, and that's going to be an illegal forward pass. I believe is what they're going to call that.
Case Peterson was all over him. There's not much he could do, but he tries to pass it forward, apparently illegally, and. Nothing doing, and he's limping off the field.
Nope, they're going to say that was a legal pass or wave it off, but either way, Wildcats get the stop.
What would you call that? A shuffle pass?
That's what I think that was like. It was. I think they were saying like he was fumbling it, so he was trying to throw it forward, which you can't do. But it was what he ended up doing was a shuffle pass, so it is legal at that point.
And he did stay on the field, but he doesn't look quite the same after that play.
No, he is definitely struggling. You could tell, he's definitely going to be the workhorse for the Indians this year. So now
he's
they're
done quite a bit for him tonight, just advancing the ball. He kicks as well. Number 21, really good player.
I'm not sure why the ball gets moved back.
Turnover on downs.
Yeah, but I don't know. Either way. So hand off to Clayton, and Clayton's going to be stood up
Kind of looked like he got hit in the chin, and he's still down.
Man, it looks like he's cramped as well. So we talked about it in the first quarter, where we're probably going to start seeing some cramps tonight. Now we have seen a couple. Colin Howard is back in as he's the center for the Wildcats, but now near the far sideline, Landon Clayton getting stretched out. And we'll keep it here while they're working on Clayton. Looks like it's Briggs. And is that Hewlett helping him out? I believe it is.
Yeah, it is Hewlett.
So now Coach Warman over there stretching it out and gives Briggs a chance to get back to the sideline. But the Wildcats defense, we saw a couple times, really all night where big plays, you give it up here and there. But then when they need to, they've definitely gotten in the backfield and caused a lot of problems.
They have. Just like that last play with Spillman. That was some crazy decisions get made whenever you get Case Peterson throwing you to the ground the way that he was.
And props to Spillman because, that guy, like I said, he's kind of the workhorse for the Shattuck team, and he's doing a little bit of everything tonight. All right, so 4:14 here in the third. They're still trying to get Landon stretched out over there near the far sideline. I think we'll take a short break. Wildcats lead 38-6. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
Join us on the second Friday of each month for the Orville White Barbecue Night at Elm Grove Community Church, just west of Chester. Bring your family, bring your appetite, and enjoy good food, great fellowship, and a wonderful evening together. Doors open for diners at 4:30 until 6:30 p.m. for a suggested donation of $10. Or call the church to place a to-go order. Proceeds from each event go to support Wednesday Night Youth Ministries, the Grove students, and Powerhouse Kids.
When you need water, you need a team you can trust. S&M Water Well provides complete water well services from start to finish. Whether you need a new one drilled, a pump installed or repaired, well testing, pressure tanks, water systems, solar pumps, or pipelines and trenching, S&M Water Well has you covered. Fully insured and equipped for drilling, pump rentals, and service. From drilling to repairs, S&M Water Well does it all. Call S&M Water Well today.
And we're back as they get Landon Clayton off the field. As we said, as Charlie mentioned, it looked like it was both legs were cramping up.
Pass, deep pass. Oh!
And just out of reach of Case and Whetstone. We were told no sound, but it does look like we have sound, so. And if Whetstone could have got to that one, that may have been 6. That brings up 3rd and 6 now for the Wildcats. They are working both legs down there on Landon.
Still.
Looks like it's his calf on one leg and his hamstring on the other side.
And when he was coming off the field, they had to help him off.
Yeah, so hand off to Jones as he's going to be hit in the backfield. Spins around and loses a couple inches. Coach Manuel getting on somebody for, I believe, missing a block. So 4th and long 6, and we're going to see the first punt for the Wildcats today. Casey Whetstone's going to be doing the punt and doodles.
Duties. Doodles or duties.
Punting.
It's interchangeable.
Duties.
And it's a spiral. It's a spiral doodle.
And that's going to be taken by Gabe Vasco. Vasco goes across to the near side. Man, there's a big.
Hewlett was.
Yeah, and I think we're going to get an illegal block.
Yeah, that was a block in the back.
As Vasco gets all the way down to
it was
the
really
45, and then Case and Whetstone gets rolled up on the sideline. And looks like Shattuck's, Vasco's cramping up. So Coach Warman's helping him right now.
Man, Whetstone's grabbing his knee, wincing in pain. This play started with Hewlett, who's a larger guy, just going airborne, and his feet was knocked out from under him when he was hit from behind. And then it just kind of spiraled from there.
Oh, Westone quickly running back in there, struggling a little bit still, but so the illegal block is going to push them back a little bit further. Looks like that's going to be a spot foul. Nope, now they're going to mark it off. I thought they were setting the chains like it was a spot foul, but I'm not sure what we're doing.
Waylon Hewlett, he's new this year, and I don't know how much football he's played, but he threw both of his hands up like, is that a foul? Didn't know what hit him.
All right, so we're going to go all the way back to the 13 is where Shattuck is going to start this possession. 3:17 mark here in the third quarter. Spillman all alone in the backfield. As Sloan comes in motion, he does hand it off to Sloan on the sweep. And Sloan's going to pick up a few yards.
That was number 15 on the run, I think. Oh, it is Sloan. Sloan and Sloan.
Yep, Dodger Sloan.
and
I believe
Bodie.
he's the older Sloan. Yes, Dodger is the senior. So 2nd and 9 coming up for Shattuck.
Several times tonight, Shattuck's started deep in their own territory.
Sloan again goes in motion. This time being kept by Spillman. Spillman powers forward. About the 21-yard line.
Mormon gets that one.
So inside, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and give him 21. We can't quite tell if he's there officially or not. 3rd and 2. Empty backfield. Sloan out to his right. Now Sloan comes in motion. And Spillman's going to keep it. Try to get around the outside. And he's going to be taken down. He may have lost a couple yards. And Jackson Nichols in on the tackle. Sloan again gets up very gingerly on his right leg.
Case Peterson had a hand on him from the get-go, and Jackson finished that up.
And he did lose about a yard on the play. I say that to me it looked like the down marker lost a little bit, but when I look at the ball, it looks like it's about the same. So they're going to go for it, and I think we're going to get a Shattuck timeout just before the snap. So Shattuck's going to take a timeout. 1:11 to go here in the third quarter. The Wildcats lead 38-6. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
Seiling Auto Supply is stocked with all the automotive, agriculture, and hardware parts and accessories that you need to stay on the job. Located on Main Street in Seiling, you can find all the top brands and even the extras like WeatherTech floor mats and ranch hand bumpers to name a few. Don't forget, we offer a free install with a purchase on most batteries and windshield wipers. Let us locate a part or accessory for you by calling 580-922-4287.
At the Seiling State Bank, we believe banking is more than just offering competitive products and rates. It's about knowing your name, understanding your needs, and making banking as convenient as possible. For over 100 years, the Pittman family and its employees have served Northwest Oklahoma. Come in and visit our friendly staff at both locations in Seiling and in Woodward and check out our online banking, mobile banking, and our ATM debit card services. Seiling State Bank, Trusted for 5 generations. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
And we're back as the Wildcats coming out of fourth down. Spillman is going to keep it. It looks like he got near the first down marker, and they're going to say he did get past the first down marker. So Shattuck does get a first down. Almost a minute forward here in the third. Shattuck is 1st and 10 from the 24.
Been calling Jackson Nichols' name quite a bit tonight. He got the tackle on that. Spillman run.
Jackson's one of those guys who's kind of been moved around during preseason, was defensive end. That's what he's listed as, but he's been playing linebacker. And I think they're going to say delay game, and they are. So Shattuck, delay game.
The players were pointing at the clock and really made it known to the officials. I don't know if I've seen that before.
They definitely let them know. That's what it looked like. One of the Shattuck coaches could tell. Maybe Coach Bowler kind of told this guy, "Hey, you can look on the other end of the field and see a play clock at the other end." So I backed him up, 1st and 15. Spillman hands off to Sloan. Sloan to his left, and he's going to hurdle somebody as it looks like Whetstone slipped in front of him, and he goes over the top of Whetstone.
That's what it looked like to me, too. I thought he was up, and then he was down. What happened to Kaysen?
So almost back to the original line of scrimmage. Lane Nichols comes running on the field. Give Whetstone a break. So
he's rolling out, throwing deep.
Spillman goes.
He catches it.
And he hits Vasco.
Misses the first tackle.
Vasco's breaking tackles, and he's going to be in there for a long touchdown. That's a 76-yard touchdown reception. As a couple Wildcats missed some tackles. And there's a flag on the play, though, and it's coming back. As Kaysen Smart is kind of showing that his jersey got tugged on. And Kaysen's just hanging out. He's the only one on that end of the field. And
yeah, this is coming back.
He's like, I'm not even going to chase because it's coming back. That shows you the IQ of Kaysen right there. Say, I'm not going to go all the way down there if I don't have to because I know it's coming back.
Yeah.
There's 10 seconds to go here in the third.
As he broke 3 tackles to head that way, man, Lane Nichols was one of them that just almost had him.
Yeah, and I think a couple of those on those missed tackles, Wildcats slipped. Again, we talked about the field conditions. There's a few spots where the armadillo kind of tore up the yard.
It did.
I mean, it's a yard, I guess. It tore it up, and some Wildcats slipped on trying to make tackles. I saw Warman try to cut back, and he slipped, went all the way down. Somebody is just landing again, dealing with some cramps, I believe. So Landon Clayton cramping here on the sideline. They're stretching him out. So Spillman is going to drop back and
almost
be rushed hard. He's going to have to keep it. He's being pursued and finally brought down at the end of the quarter as the horn goes off. And Kellen Briggs brings Spillman down and almost to the original line of scrimmage. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 11 as we start the fourth quarter.
Good job by Kellen Briggs to bring him down. If he hadn't, he would have went for quite a ways.
So after 3, Wildcats lead 38-6. We're going to take a break. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
Gorse Travel Plaza. More than your average gas station. They have everything you need to help you reach your destination. Take a break in the Truckers Lounge or visit our C-store for fuel and snacks. Or you can order fine cuisine and coffee from Delicioso.
And hey, before you leave, stop by our Sonic on your way out for a refreshing drink. We'll see you soon at Gore's Travel Plaza, located at 1093 Highway 270 in Seiling, Oklahoma.
Are you looking for a pattern for a new quilting project? Maybe some fabric for a project you are currently working on? How about screen printing and embroidery needs? These are just a few things the ladies at I Told You So can help you with. Visit the shop at 103 Dove Street in Chester, open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 4 and Saturday from 10 to 3, or give Connie and Mina a call at 580-764-3325. Proud sponsors of Seiling FFA and Wildcat Athletics.
And we're back. Final quarter. 4's in the air as we have 12 minutes to go. Wildcats lead 38-6. It's 3rd and 11. And we're going to get a handoff to Sloan, and the Wildcats are going to stop him. He picks up maybe a yard. As we start the 4th quarter, we want to give a shout out to the Wildcat managers: Kirsten Finema, Blanton Sherman, Grady Youngman, Jake Sander, Jagger Warman, Drake Manuel, Carter Jones, Ryler Jones, Zavarian McDonald, Z, and Sam Seacrest. Also shout out to the stat keeper for the Wildcats, Mr. Dennis Adair, or Reverend Dennis Adair.
Yes.
So we're in false start as Connor Howard was really eager to go make a block there. So 4th and 14. And maybe now they're gonna, it looks like Spillman's gonna back up like he's gonna pooch kick it. And he does. No one's back to receive. Good punt.
Got a Wildcat bounce.
It's going to be down at the 47-yard line. The Wildcats into the field, and that's where they're going to start their first possession of the 4th quarter with 11:04 to go here in the ball game. Wildcats lead 38-6. It's kind of been a slow second half, but it's also one of those things where, again, we're seeing cramping, things like that. So, you know, the Wildcats are just kind of taking it easy. So Keller Jones is going to be to the right of Striker Warman. And Warman's going to pull it back and hit Whetstone out near the near sideline as he's going to get down to the 45. Be a 7-yard gain. They're going to say he stayed in bounds, so the clock's still moving. And handoff Jones. He has to make a guy miss and then brought down. So a short game. I think we may be getting a holding call here. And it is going to be a holding call, so Wildcats going to back up 10 yards. And negate that. About a 1-yard carry. It's going to be 2nd and 12 inside the 46-yard line. And Warman's going to take this. He's going to keep it, cut it up. He's going to make a couple guys miss. He's going to cross the other side of the field.
Changes direction and advances.
And he's got a couple more guys to get by, and he's finally going to be brought down. But Striker's going to get the ball to the 22-yard line. So
he saw something and completely changed directions.
So now I'm going to have to do a little bit of math. That's 28,
This is almost
32 yards. So 32-yard run there by Striker Warman. On the keepers, like I said, he had to switch directions. And that's where his speed is so dangerous, because he kind of hit another gear and got by a few guys. a lot of flags, and the Shattuck coaches aren't happy. And I think there's going to be a timeout for Seiling. So we're going to take a quick timeout with them. 10:02 here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats lead 38-6. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
You know you can rely on Ford to make reliable and capable vehicles. We also want you to know that you can trust the Hutchison Ford sales team to meet all of your automotive needs. Located in St. James, Missouri, Hutchison Ford was the 2022 Ford Dealer of the Year, with a full lot of new and pre-owned vehicles that can be delivered to your home today. Check out the vehicle locator tool on our website at hutchisonford.com.
This is my Mimi and Poppy, and they own Hutchison Ford in St. James, Missouri.
And welcome back. Wildcat Field here at Seiling. Wildcats lead the Shattuck Indians in the season opener 38-6. There's 10:02 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats are moving the ball downfield. They have the ball at the 22. It's 1st and 10. And Warman's going to hand it off to Jones. Jones finds a hole.
Nice run, Jones.
Yes, he's going to follow his blockers. He's going to pick up the first down inside the 10-yard line. So good job of Keller Jones. So the Wildcats now 1st and goal from the 9. Landon Clayton here on the near sideline. Kind of jogging, stretching those cramps out. He's going to be eating some pickles tonight. Eating some bananas.
Getting that potassium up.
A handoff to Jones. And Jones is going to be brought down. Maybe a few inches. Yard marker moves up a little bit. So again, 2nd and goal. When I heard that Keller was going to get some carries tonight, I was like, really? That makes a lot of sense. As we saw last year on the basketball floor that he does see the floor really well. That vision helps him out running the ball. As Warman's going to pull this one back in.
Nice.
And he's in there for a Seiling Auto Supply Wildcat touchdown for 9-yard keeper for Striker Warman, and the Wildcats extend their lead 44-6. Good read there by Striker to recognize he had an opportunity. And so now Striker's going to have an empty backfield as he sends Jones in motion. And he's going to throw it to the back of the end zone, and it's going to be caught by Case of Weststone for the 2-point conversion.
Case is just going to carry the ball off with him. He's keeping that one.
Yep. So we had 9:01 here in the ball game. Wildcats lead 46-6. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Wildcat Football, Wildcat TV.
When you shop local, you help your hometown thrive, and Seiling Foods has everything you need right here in Seiling. From fresh cut meats and farm fresh produce to friendly faces at the checkout, Seiling Foods is proud to serve our neighbors every day. Whether it's dinner for the family or supplies for the weekend, skip the drive and shop close to home, where hometown service meets everyday saving.
Yeah, welcome back. 9:01 remaining here in the ballgame. Striker Warman with 9-yard score to extend the Wildcat lead 46-6. Just got a text from Coach Howard. Let's see.
9 minutes left.
See when the Lady Cats play tomorrow. If I can find this, Lady Cats play at 3:15 against Shattuck.
You were right.
So Lady Cats, Lady Indians are going to face off tomorrow. And the winner of that game will take on Mangum at 5 o'clock. Both teams went 1-2
playing for third place in the tournament.
Fifth place, I think. I think it's consolation. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. It's a big tournament.
It is.
So Whetstone's going to kick this one off, and it's going to be brought in by Sloan at the 10. Sloan's going to get across almost to the 30, but they think they're going to say he went out of bounds around the 27. The Wildcats have a 40-point lead here in the opening contest. Wildcats in the Pay Dirt Pick'em Show from Squirtle. All 5 pickers picked Wildcats. And they're proving them right here. I think we're going to get some movement on the front line with the man in motion. So I'll start. Backs Shattuck up 5 yards.
Shattuck's going to win some games, no doubt. They strong running out of Spillman and just kind of cleaning things up after this first contest.
Yeah, I think one thing that, I don't think Shattuck's nearly as deep as the Wildcats are. As Spillman's going to pitch this out to Sloan. And Sloan's going to be driven out of bounds. And couldn't tell who that was that trying to figure out which coach almost got taken out down there. I think that's Coach Powers that almost got taken out. It's 2nd and 14 from the 23. He's going to take the snap, and he's going to keep it himself. He's across the 25 and brought down.
Spillman's slow to get up.
Brought down by Braden Cole. Good job by Braden. Coming in, getting him some time, and making it count.
Jason's getting a little break.
Now we got A.J. Sandoval that just ran on the field. So he's going to line up at nose guard. Spillman, high snap, pull it down. He's going to go deep. And he's going to be picked off by Whetstone, who just camps under it, catches it like a center fielder.
Oh.
Now he's going to try to return it back. Flag comes flying in. I'm not sure what this flag is going to be.
It didn't appear like Jason knew if he wanted to return it or not. He was kind of just taking some time there.
I think this is going to go against Shattuck.
Jason took quite the wall up there at the end of the play.
Let's see what the signal is here from the Whitecap. Well, they just say block in the back. The official must have saw something across the field because I don't think there was anybody right in front of him.
No, you're right.
So the Wildcats, after the Case and Whetstone interception, is going to take over in Shattuck territory at the 49-yard line. 7:44 to go here in the ballgame. Wildcats leading 46-6.
Is that his second interception on the night? Or he dropped that other one?
Yeah, he dropped the other one. Keller Jones in the backfield. Handoff to Jones.
Good run, Keller.
Pick up 8-9 yards.
Nice run.
And it looks like it's going to be, we're going to say 8. I don't think he quite got to 9 yards, but big run there by Jones, hitting that hole. Just pick up what you can get. Wildcats next week will be in Enid at Oklahoma Bible Academy. Ooh, low snap. Warman's going to have to pick this up and keep it himself. But he is going to get across the first down line as he's driven out of bounds.
If we're going to Enid, we might have to see how many hot rolls you can eat at Texas Roadhouse.
Why are you challenging me like that, Charlie?
9's the record by Landon Clayton.
9?
9, I saw him eat
Landon
9.
Clayton had 9?
Yes.
My goodness. I don't have the stamina.
You can try.
I may not eat anything else. Warman's going to drop back. He's going to hit
Kaysen
on the screen. And Kaysen's going to get the first down. So he's going to be right down at the 25.
Kaysen's had a great game on both sides of the ball. Just got that interception and good for a chunk of yardage every time he gets that screen pass.
Warman, another low snap. He gets it to Jones. Jones cuts it back up. Now
Nice cut by Jones.
Jones seeing, again, we talked about his vision. He's seeing the holes that are being created for him, and he's hitting them.
He sees it was just stopped up and bounces out the other direction. That was really good.
So it's going to be about a 5-yard gain for Keller.
I feel like as the game's gone on, he's progressed as a back, which is kind of silly to say it's one game, but
I think we're seeing that confidence come out of Keller.
For sure.
So Landon Clayton's back in. He takes the handoff on his first play back in. And he's going to pick up the first down. So he's inside the 15-yard line to about the 12. 5:55 to go. A score will end the ball game. Warman in the pistol. Clayton behind him. And hand off to Landon as he's going to just push his way forward. And pick up a yard, maybe 2.
Colin Howard has produced consistent snaps all night long. Just watching that last one.
You know, props to Colin too. As we talked about, Colin's playing both ways. And when you play that center position, you're doing a lot of movement that even other guys aren't doing there on the line. And
touching the ball every play.
He's doing a great job. The whole offensive line has done a great job tonight. So hand off to Jones. Jones is going to break a tackle and then be brought down after about a 5-yard gain. Inside 5 minutes.
Kind of got stood up there and pushed back, but his forward progress, like he said, netted him 5 yards. Good run.
No need for the Wildcats to rush anything here. 3rd and a long 4. From the 6. Norman's going to pitch it out to Jones.
Pitch.
Nowhere to go for Jones. He's going to be brought down in the backfield. Number 4, Connor Howard. Brian Agenel. I don't know how you say that.
I was trying to pronounce it earlier. Never mind.
He was in there.
I'm glad you took it.
For some reason, I feel like we're completely off on that. But
yeah. People from around Shattuck would know.
Is it All-Heno? Maybe? I don't know. I'm going to stop trying. 3:50 go. 4th and long.
I can say things like
Warman's
Caleb
going
Fowler.
to pull it back. He's going to keep it. And he's going to get in there
Nice.
they did say touchdown. He's in there for a Seiling Wildcat touchdown. And that's going to be a walk-off touchdown for the Wildcats, as the Wildcats, with 3:41 remaining in the 4th quarter, are going to knock off the Shattuck Indians 52-6 here in this season opener. Wildcats start the year 1-0. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
Seiling Auto Supply is stocked with all the automotive, agriculture, and hardware parts and accessories that you need to stay on the job. Located on Main Street in Seiling, You can find all the top brands and even the extras like WeatherTech floor mats and ranch hand bumpers to name a few. Don't forget, we offer a free install with a purchase on most batteries and windshield wipers. Let us locate a part or accessory for you by calling 580-922-4287.
At the Seiling State Bank, we believe banking is more than just offering competitive products and rates. It's about knowing your name, understanding your needs, and making banking as convenient as possible. For over 100 years, the Pittman family and its employees have served Northwest Oklahoma. Come in and visit our friendly staff at both locations in Seiling and in Woodward and check out our online banking, mobile banking, and our ATM debit card services. Seiling State Bank, trusted for 5 generations, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Gorse Travel Plaza, more than your average gas station. They have everything you need to help you reach your destination. Take a break in the Truckers Lounge or visit our C-store for fuel and snacks. Or you can order fine cuisine and coffee from Delicioso.
And hey, before you leave, stop by our Sonic on your way out for a refreshing drink. We'll see you soon at Gorse Travel Plaza, located at 1093 Highway 270 in Seiling, Oklahoma.
And welcome back. Wildcats walk off the Shattuck Indians with 3:41 remaining in the fourth quarter on a striker Warman keeper 9 yards out. And the Wildcats lead Wildcats win 52-6 for their first win in the season
Posted
opener.
it on my Facebook page. Season opener 52-6. Seiling Wildcats.
Man, Charlie, we kept talking about how we didn't expect for the game to go quite the way it went. It was fun.
Which makes me think, what were we thinking?
I know. I always feel bad that we didn't trust the guys or something.
Yeah, it's like we knew that there was going to be some things to work on, and that showed later in the game. But, man, put together a great game. 45, their first team, and I would call them a young team. Would you?
Yes. I mean, really, if you look at it, the Wildcats only have three seniors in uniform. Sam Sechrist was also a senior, but he entering this year with a shoulder injury that he's kind of been battling a little bit. So, but yeah, overall, we saw. If you look at the juniors, we saw Lane Nichols for a few plays. Kason Whetstone stepped up huge. He had one receiving touchdown, should have had 2.
Right.
Had an interception, dropped another interception, but Jackson Nichols, we called his name a lot this year, tonight. Eli Griffin, we talked about him a lot early on. Strikers, obviously. Striker.
All over the place, every play.
And we see why he's doing what he's doing. We call Waylon's name on the offensive line. Colin Howard, we talked about how awesome Colin was. So it's just there was a lot of juniors that that contributed tonight. But again, these guys that some of them got time last year, some of them not so much. Those other guys have stepped in and said, hey, we may not got a lot of time, but let's go, let's do this. And I don't want to say it's a new era necessarily for Wildcat football, but these guys are going to make this their team now.
Right. It's a new era for some of these guys individually. Some of them are playing positions they've never played before. And you see some guys on the line that you normally wouldn't see on the line. And it's kind of next man up. Like, hey, we need somebody who's going to prove themselves and be able to stand their ground on the line. And so you got some guys that maybe you consider them to be undersized for the line. But I thought they did a phenomenal job tonight. That O-line really opened things up. What a bright spot in an opening game to say the O-line was moving the way they were.
Yeah, absolutely. To me, that O-line was really, we talked about Striker, what he did. Well, Casey kind of showed out in his, first game. And, I'm not, like I said, can't remember if he played his freshman year at all. Probably about since middle school as he played a lot, and, he showed what kind of athlete he is tonight. So let's kind of get a rundown of some 8-man scores before we get out of here. But O'Keene, last score 14 minutes ago, but it's in the fourth quarter. O'Keene is up 30-2 at Laverne.
Laverne hasn't scored since that 2 points.
Which has kind of been surprising. Pioneer and Garber, Pioneer district team this year, they beat Garber 26-14. Last night, Wacomas over Timberlake 46-0.
The Canton score is huge.
So I think that we'll see that here in a second. Next week's opponent for the Wildcats in a non-district matchup with OBA, they beat district opponent Burns Flatdale City 56-6. So they took care of business in their game. The Wildcats will head over there next week. Pond Creek Hunter over Coyle 40-34 last night. Let's look at B2 and see if we can try to find that Canton score. Canton 45's Corn Bible 54-6. Kremlin Hillsdale goes down 54-0 at Davenport. And like we've already got the Pond Creek Hunter and Coyle. Let's just give you a quick look at Class C and see what we got for the area in Class C. Cordell and Sharon Mutual. Sharon Mutual just thumps Cordell. Cordell in their first 8-man game in several years. They thump them 58-0 in Mutual tonight.
Wow. Just up the road from here.
How is that?
And really, and then you talked last night, Covington Douglas at Winoka 38-0. So, to wrap it up here in Seiling, Wildcats take care of business in their season opener 52-6. Again, we will be back in action next week at Oklahoma Bible Academy, who won their opening contest by a 45 mercy rule. Junior high football, Pee Wee, kickoff next week. Tuesday or Monday?
I thought you said Monday.
It may be Monday. It may be Monday, and then the next week is Tuesday at Cherokee. But they kick off this coming week. I think it is Monday, right here in Seiling. So come out and watch the Pee Wee and junior high guys as they kick off their season. Softball plays tomorrow against the Shattuck Lady Indians at 3 o'clock. Winner will play at 5 o'clock at the Arapahoe Butler tournament. Charlie, final thoughts?
Man, just an awesome opening game across the board. I can't say enough about the offensive line, the defense, and the stands they made several times being backed up and didn't let them score. They did get that one score, still able to 45 them, and where it may have taken a long time for that to happen, they got it done, and there's a lot to be said about that. Individual effort, I mean, I probably would give a nod to Striker Warman tonight just because of being on every tackle and the way he ran the offense, but you can't negate that big 91-yard run by Landon Clayton, and then the way that Kaysen operated on both sides of the ball, and even Jones running the ball there at the end of the game really came alive. Great individual effort by these guys in new positions and some new jobs. Kudos, I think, here has to go to the coaches. They had these guys ready tonight, and in a fashion that I didn't expect, on a level that I didn't expect. And just to echo Coach again, the years change, but the expectations don't. There's high expectations at Seiling football, and that continues.
I also want to give a big shout out to the guys in the trenches, the O-line, Colin Howard and
definitely
Waylon Hewitt. And who am I missing? Who's the other one I'm missing?
Would it be Griffin? Or
I think there's several guys who kind of come in and out.
Braden Cole
there on the end.
Yeah.
Shout out to all those guys. They did a great job of opening up some holes, making some things happen. So, I'm just super impressed with the way the Wildcats played tonight. Now I'm even more excited to get into the season. There's going to be some growing pains as we go into the season. Definitely still a tough schedule. Got to play Walika. Got to go to Dewar. make that long trip to Dewar. Got to go to Laverne. Got to go to Wacomas. So it's gonna be a tough season. Still, with the Wildcats approved tonight that they're ready to play with anybody. So that'll do it for us here. We want to say thank you as always to Mr. Charlie Newman, my partner in the booth. We also want to shout out to Jace Whiteman, who was on the computer tonight, playing the commercials for us. Aiden, why did my mind just go blank on his name? Hayden Paris,
yes,
on the camera up top, and then also, I'm looking at Philip Hewlett. I'm looking right at him.
Wayland's older brother. We called your brother's name a lot tonight.
Who was on the sideline. For some reason, our transmitter messed up or something kind of early in the second half, but did a great job on the sideline. So Wildcats take care of business, 52-6, here in the opening contest. Thank you for watching tonight. You've been watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.